Welcome to this quantum security defense presentation, Performance Under Pressure, Why Continuous Testing is Critical in the Shift to Post-Quantum Cryptography, and thank you for your support and being a valued member of QSecDef. Responsible for marketing, strategy, and new product introductions in Viavi's wireless business unit, with a particular emphasis on virtualized 5G radio access, core network, and PQC performance testing, Terra VM platform. Owen has more than 35 years' experience in the industry, with positions at Ericsson and Huawei, and has lived and worked in Sweden and UK, prior to settling in Ireland.
We've been doing this type of test for about 20 years for some of the biggest vendors out there, including the likes of Cisco and Palo Alto. But now what we've done is we've upgraded our tool to encrypt the traffic with the NIST PQC algorithms. So now we can test the performance with scale traffic running quantum safe encryption. But the right-hand side of this slide shows exactly the same setup as the left, but we now have PQC hardened traffic flowing through the tunnel. And while all of the existing KPIs on the left-hand side are still relevant, we've had to introduce additional KPIs to measure performances such as key size variation, rekeying rounds, key management system performance, and hybrid solution. It brings the question, why test? I mean, we're obviously a test vendor and we would always recommend testing, but, there are options. For example, no test is an option. But, here are just some reasons to consider. So first of all, one size doesn't fit all. Edge devices with limited compute and battery power, they will need to have a suitable PQC algorithm assigned to them. Secondly, scale test is really important. A single instance test doesn't present the full picture. You need to test in accordance with the use case. Understand limitations. You need to uncover bottlenecks, understand if there are CPU limitations or memory limitations when applying PQC algorithms. And that will allow you then to enable mitigation techniques. So when I say we test, we're not just testing to show that something's failed or doesn't work. We're testing with the ambition of trying to improve the system so that it will work free from performance issues once the algorithms are deployed. And then the fourth reason on this slide is to maintain crypto agility. So there's going to be spare algorithms, if you like, sitting on the shelf, which will be deployed at some point, perhaps at short notice, but they need to be tested regularly to ensure that they will be fit for purpose if called upon. But as I say, we're a test company. So, these are our views and our thoughts, but, we don't just want you to take our word for it. So what I do is, as part of my job, I regularly scan the web for PQC related white papers, migration documents, and reports. And here is a selection of just some of the documents that I've downloaded and read. So on screen are 12 documents from government, finance, enterprise, and telecoms. And while they all explain, what QDay is, what HNDL is, what the Diffie-Hellman and Shor's algorithm are, the time plan for migration, etc., one thing that they all have in common is a chapter or a section on performance test.
To watch the full presentation, plus hundreds of other quantum presentations, training courses, lectures, and other benefits, search Quantum Security Defense.